I want to welcome you to March Plane Talk, and I want to welcome you to Graves Golf, March Plane Talk, and I want to thank you for being part of Graves Golf. My name is Tim Graves. I'm the co-founder of the Graves Golf Academy. We preach and teach the single plane swing, and we try to preach and teach a single plane swing across the world. The Mo Norman single plane swing, and the gift Mo gave to us, and what we believe is the simplest and most effective swing and the most consistent swing in the world. We believe that, and we try to teach that across the country. In fact, this year already, we've, I know it's the first week of March, but we've already had a half dozen schools this year between our Orlando Academy and our Phoenix Academy, and we've taught close to almost 200 students now. It's great. We love it. Seems like golf is on the boom. I think you guys know that. I think you've seen that. Golf is on the rise. Even if you see it in the fact that you go out to your course and it's starting to fill up now, it's great. So I want to thank you for being part of that, and I want to thank you for being part of Graves Golf. Tonight what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through a little bit of a program here, and I'm going to go through some different. It's not necessarily a Q&A program tonight. This is more, I'm going to cover some specific topics and some instruction throughout the programs and things for you guys to look at, some for things for you guys to do. I think this will be a big help for you guys. But I'm going to reiterate this, and I'm always going to say this. We open up a chat forum on this program. So if you look the way you're looking at your screen, maybe in the bottom, maybe to the left, but there's a chat going, and there's already, I'm sure, a lot of people in the chat. In fact, we film this a few hours ahead of time so that we can produce it and get it out to you guys without technical problems. So there's many times I'm even on that chat, okay? But we use that chat. My guys all monitor it. Chris Henning monitors it. My manager monitors it. My social media guys monitor it. My coaches monitor it. They're on there live. Shane Madsen's on there live. My instructors are on there live. We use it for 2 different reasons. We can answer some of your questions on there, number 1. Number 2 is if good questions come in, we will actually record those and we will use them for our Q&A sessions and upcoming, okay? So don't be shy about that chat. We love that chat, all right. So let's talk tonight before we get going, just a couple quick announcements, and I'll do some announcements throughout the program, or some things throughout the program. Number 1, I'm just gonna throw this out, the quantum. Guys, I'm just telling you guys right now, and I have 2 of them right here. I've got a quantum iron in my hand, and I got a quantum driver in my hand. The intro offers, I've got introductory offers in these clubs. So if you go online, you try to order those online, I've got better specials on them. Plus, obviously, I'm going to make sure they fit you for length, angle, shaft flex, grip size, make sure everything's taken care of that club for you. I can get upgraded shafts at no charge for you guys. I can get set makeups. They're not the set makeups you're looking online. I get them customized for you. Maybe you got 3 or 4 hybrids in there, or maybe 1 hybrid in there, or 3 or 4 fairway woods in there, or whatever it is. We're going to work it individualized for you. But the intro offers right now, they're going to end soon, okay? As we roll into golf season, and we're getting there very quick, the intro offers end, okay? That's number 1. Number 2, the trade-in values are still good, okay? They're still very good. And we offer a bonus to that, okay? Don't wait on this. I keep saying that. I know if you guys watch this program, I sound like a broken record, but don't wait on that, because as the closer you get to golf season, let me put it this way. It's real simple, very, very simple. The second Masters music hits TV, I'm not talking about once or twice, where you see it. I'm talking where you start seeing the ad for it again and again and again. And you get that beautiful music on TV, the Masters, Augusta National music, okay? Golf season basically kicks in. And everybody, it's like we get salivate for golf, we want golf, and we got, that's when people start buying, and they want to get in, okay? When that happens, the trade values go down because of all the product rolling in. Get ahead of the curve on that. Just get ahead of the curve, okay? Just get ahead of that. But it's unbelievable. And that's the last thing I'm going to throw about the quantum about that, and maybe I'll talk about a little later in the program. I'm not even putting testimonials up about it anymore because we're getting so many. I assume you guys get my newsletter. I assume you guys get our ads. I see you guys see some of that. I'm literally getting 2, 3, 4 testimonials a day about these clubs. A day about these clubs. In fact, I just did a podcast with the district rep and my regional rep. That these guys cover huge parts of the country. In fact, there's only 6 of these guys in the country. I just did a podcast with them why these things are so big, so popular this year. It's crazy how popular these clubs are. And it comes down to the fact with the quantum irons that they take real players' data. You guys know that. They've done this forever. They take real players' data and they put this in the AI technology. But what they finally came up with, and I love this process, is they realized that most golfers don't make much of a divot. I'm just going to throw this straight out. maybe take a little bit of a divot or don't take much divot at all. In fact, when I look at my stats, 75 to 80% of golfers and the fittings that I get in, and I've got tens of thousands of fittings over the years, 75 to 80% say they make no divot at all, okay? Or minimal to no divot. Well, this Quantum club was actually designed that if you hit it a little thin or take it with minimal divot, it's got the hot spot of the club is down there, it's lower, and it gives you that yardage. That's why you're seeing so many guys saying, I'm comparing to last year's clubs and the years before that, and a couple 2-year-old clubs, I'm getting 10, 15, 20 yards more with these clubs. That's why. That's what you're getting. Because they finally, the AI technology that they put into these clubs said, this is where most people hit the club. And they finally said that we're going to work and put that hot spot and those spots in that area. That's what this is all about. Guys, it's an amazing product. It is an amazing product. And I'm telling you right now, yes, I've sold a lot of it. But the testimonials have been just crazy over this product, and I love it. I mean, it's great. It's unbelievable. All right, next announcement for tonight, okay? Next announcement is schools. Guys, we got an upcoming school schedule. It's out right now all the way through, I believe, through almost July. If you look on there and look at this, you'll see that many of them are already sold out. I'm going to suggest get in as quick as you can. Remember, the earlier you get in, you can still get early bird specials if you get in early, okay? As you start waiting to get in these schools, you wait later to get into them, like you get in a month or two before, the early bird special is gone. You guys, you still get, if you're members, if you're Single Point Academy members, you still get your discount off the schools, okay, depending on what level you're in. But you can take that, combine it with early bird membership or early bird specials and get in, okay, and you get into this golf schools. I can't stress enough. They're great. Guys, we're just selling them all out this year. I mean, golf is becoming, it is, the last couple of years, you've seen an uprise in golf. Now it's just going crazy, and we love it, okay? I think we have one more. Do we have one more announcement for tonight? Let me see if we have one more. I'm going to see what they threw out for me here. Yeah, SPU classes, Single Plane University. And I'm just going to throw this out real fast. Guys, Single Plane University, this is our upper end instruction. This is our instruction that Todd, myself, Paul Monahan, Chris Henning, we're all involved with. This is our instruction that we put out to you guys. We put it out about every 6 to 8 weeks, okay? And it's basically 5 to 6 week programs that go out. Okay, and these are step by step. These are day by day programs. So every day you get a video in, maybe a 5 to 10 minute video of a new drill to do or something new to drill, something to go over. And then at the end, every so often we have Zoom sessions that are in this program. So you get to go in live with us working on in the Zoom in this program. Okay, the ones we've already had, okay, or ones that are things like speed optimization, driver optimization, power generation, chipping 101, putting 101, practice on the range, fast forward. Now, guys, think about it. These are all programs that are over a month long. These are a month plus long. Phenomenal programs, okay? And then and I wanted to give you guys a list of these. These are upcoming programs. We have fairway woods and hybrids. We have wood scoring efficiency. We have pitching 101. We have knowing your equipment. We have domino effect number 1. That's cause effect. That's full swing information. We got practicing scoring game. We have driver. Now, guys, all these are programs that we put together that are based on like, hey, day 1 you do this, day 2 you do this, day 3 you do this. Amazing programs. If you are not in the Single Plane University, if you do not have access to Single Plane University, if you've never been involved in the Single Plane University and you might be interested, let me know. We are starting up the next unit next month. Okay, right now we're just finishing the Fast Forward. It was our last three-month long program. Basically, it was our winter training. I know hundreds and hundreds of you guys are in that program. It's about to finish up here in a couple weeks. Okay, if you're interested in getting into the Single Plane University with us, if you're interested in becoming involved with that, and you're not involved with it right now, just email me at timg@graysgolf.com, timg@graysgolf.com. Email me, and I'll get you information to see if you want to get into that program. Okay, just see if you want to get into it. Okay, because I tell you guys right now, that's what you're going to hear us talking about. This is I'm not going to say it's advanced instruction, but it is our primary thing that the Grays Golf works on right now in our instruction that we do day to day. Okay, that's what we do. Okay, so if you're interested in Single Plane University, it's myself, Todd, Paul Monahan, Chris Henning. We even bring in other experts in other areas. We all teach that program. Okay, we all do that. It's the one program we're all involved with. All right. So I think, is that it for announcements for tonight? Look at my guys. All right. Okay, now, one more I'm going to bring up, and it's the swing thing. I'm just going to throw it up to you now, and then I'm going to talk about it tonight. We're going to actually do some training with the swing thing. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to jump up and down and go, yay, and I'm going to put my hands up in the air. We've got it back in stock. Go team. Okay. Guys, this swing thing, which is one of the most popular training aids we have, we call it playing the chain swing thing. I'm going to talk about it tonight. So we've got it back in stock. This has been out of stock for close to a year. Okay. I'm very excited. I'll give Chris Henning, I'll give my staff a huge thumbs up and pat in the back for getting these back in stock. As yes, through all the tariff things we've had to deal with, through all the things we've had to deal with on these, okay, and everything we have, it's been a fight. You guys know, I don't need to go into that. It's been a fight to get a lot of this product in. We've got this back in stock. We've made some subtle changes to the swing thing. Okay, so if you guys have already got one in hand and you see this new one, yes, it's basically the same. It weighs the same, it's the same length, it's got the same grip and so on. The ball on the top is just, it's still heavy, it's still got the weight, but it's a little bit softer. The reason we did that is we used to have a golf ball on there, a hard ball on there, and guys accidentally hit things with it, and you can cause some pretty serious damage, okay? We suggest you don't hit anything with this. We don't want you to, but this softer ball could do a little bit of protection there. Won't cause as much damage. So if you guys look at this, it doesn't look the same as mine. That's the only difference, okay? But if you don't have this in hand or you don't have this, this is the ultimate practice tool, the ultimate warm-up tool, the ultimate release tool. This is the one tool that actually teaches you release in the golf swing. Right now we have it, and because we finally got it in stock, Chris said, let's give them the special. So everybody out there can get 25% off it. All you got to do is go to greatestgolf.com/swing thing. All Single Plane Academy members, 40% off. So you get 40% off for it. If you want to email me at timg@greatestgolf.com, I'll send you a link with the 40% off. Or you can wait till Thursday night. Okay, in 2 nights, we're going to have a 10% show, and I'll give you the link then. We're not going to run out of these. We've got these now, okay? We got them in stock. Now, they could get back ordered, but I think we've got 250 in stock, literally got shipped over here, okay? We actually build these things here. These are actually built in the United States. Yes, they are built here. But there's pieces of this that, we had issues of getting. So anyway, guys, swing things back in stock. We're going to talk about it tonight. I don't want to go into it too much yet, okay? So let's get into tonight's program, okay? Let's get into tonight's program. And tonight's program is Be Different. It's all about being different. And I know, and I always say this to you guys when we get in these programs. Some of you guys have been with us for 7 minutes. Some of you guys have been with us for 7 years. Some of you have been with us for 17 plus years. I always bring this up. So I'm talking to the masses out there, okay? And so hopefully a lot of you know me, and I revolve my golf, my life around this, about being different. And I want to talk about that tonight because I'm going to walk through some things. We're going to go through some training tonight, and I'm going to show you some training, and we're going to go through this about being different. And right now is a great time to think about it. It's early March. We're just starting to roll into golf season. I know we had a pretty mild winter, so a lot of us got to play some golf over the winter. I know if you're up in the Northeast, you got a massive snowstorm that you're just getting over now. I know that. It's hit and miss. But it's starting to get in that golf season. Like I said, Augusta National Music will start hitting that TV, and we start getting, it's starting to get, daylight savings time, I think, hits it coming up here real quick. We're actually, I think it's next weekend where we actually gain an hour, whatever it is. Follow me here, so we get some time to play some golf and so on. But what this comes down to right now, okay, is I want you to be different. And we're going to talk about this in 2 different fashions, 2 different ways, okay? One is I need you to be different than the golf industry, okay? Because I'm going to give you some numbers here and give you some stats, and we're going to talk about this. I need you to be different than the general golf industry itself. But here's the second one that's kind of unique. Think about right now where your golf game is. Think about it. Maybe you played golf for 30 years. Maybe you played for 40 years. Maybe you played for 2 years. Maybe you played for a year. I don't know. I don't know how long you play golf. But I would assume that you want to be better this year than you were last year. You want to improve this year over last year. And the only way to do that, everybody does. Even Scotty Scheffler, the number 1 player in the world, wants to be better this year than last year, okay? And the only way to do that is for you to be personally different also. So not just different than the golf industry, but you got to be different this year than you were last year, somehow. And that's why I love this Be Different, because this isn't being weird. This is being different, change versus what I did last year. Change versus what the golf industry does. So let's talk about this for a couple of seconds, and I'm going to start talking some instruction, and we'll get into this. Here's the first thing, and I'm going to throw this out there. You guys know, the average male golfer shoots 97. The average female golfer shoots 107. Okay? So I'm going to throw that out. Number one, 97 and 107. Okay? So if you don't want to be different, if you're the same as the normal golfers out there, the normal golf industry out there, this is average right here. We're 97 to 107. The millions and millions and millions of golfers that are out there, that's what it is. I don't like that. I hope you guys don't like that. We want to be different. That's number one. Number two, I'm going to give you the next stat. Okay? The average golfer, from when he or she starts the game, they will peak their game in 3 years. 3 years. Meaning, when you start and you pick up a golf club, if you don't reach a single-digit handicap in 3 years, they tell you never will. If you don't reach a 15 handicap or 20 handicap in 3 years, they say you never will. So they say in 3 years of starting this game, you will peak at your golf game. Because they'll say you have created habits, you have created techniques or whatever, and you have maximized what you got in that amount of time. I don't like that. Okay? I don't like that. And guys, understand that Graves Golf doesn't accept this. This is not what we do, but that's what the golf industry is. Let me give you the next one. Okay, and this is the next one. 10%. And you guys know we base everything around this. 10%. In fact, we have a show we do every month, okay, for our members called the 10% Show. And why is it called the 10% Show? Because the golf industry will tell you when the average golfer practices, 40% will get no better. So you go practice a little bit. I'm talking in an hour, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour practice tour, whatever it is. You go put a practice session in, 40% will get no better, 50% will make themselves worse. Only 10% improve. Kind of goes along with that other thing we just went over, doesn't it? Okay? So they've shown, and this has been shown. This is not, guys, you can go look this up. This is golf industry. This is golf industry numbers. They say that when you practice, if you're an average typical golfer, only 10% will show improvement when they practice. Okay? This is testing golfers, testing many, many golfers through this. We don't like that. We want to be part of that 10% group. We don't want to be part of that 90% group that's getting no better or making themselves worse. Okay? So, be different. Okay? Now, let's talk about how we're different. Okay? Let's talk about that. Difference number one, and this is huge, and you guys have got this credit right now. You're sitting here watching me talk about the single plane swing. You have a model you're following. You're not guessing anymore. So having that model is massive, okay? And I'm just accepting that you guys right now, even the ones that only been with me for 7 minutes, you're all in. Your both feet are in saying, yes, I want to swing single plane. This is for me. I'm not going to sit there and say, well, I'll try a little of this. This might work. We'll see. I'm going to give it a couple weeks. Maybe I'll give it a month. I'll try it once or twice in the range. If that's you, I don't even care if you watch this program. You just I'm not going to say just go away, but just go do your circling and go find something else because you are all in. Both feet are all in and you're in. Okay? That's being different. You've got a model. Okay? Now, let's talk about the next thing about being different here. What do you guys do right now? So I'm going to throw this out. What do you guys do when you guys go practice? What do you do when you guys go out and you put practice in? Okay? So to be different, so guys, this is what I'm talking about. Even those out there, even my members out there that are watching this program, probably 3/4 of people watch this program are members. You guys right now are saying, I want to be better than I was last year, okay? Well, right now, when you go put in your practice time, what type of practice do you put in? Because I'll tell you right now, you need to be doing the 25, 25, 25, 25 rule. That's 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%. 25% of your practice needs to be with your putter in your hand. 25% of your practice needs to be with your putter in your hand. Putter. Okay? Putter. Now, I don't care if this is indoor, this is outdoor, this is training, this is doing drills. I don't care what it is. This is practice. 25% of your practice needs to be with everything but the short game, every part of the short game except the putter. So chipping, pitching, bunker, okay? That's 25% right here. So 25% with the putter, 25% short game, other than the putter. So 50% of your practice is short game. Okay? And you can sit and say, okay, it is short game. It may be bunker practice, maybe hitting pitches, maybe hitting chips, whatever it is, okay? 25% of your practice is with your driver. Okay? Driver in hand. 25%. 25% of your practice is with everything in your bag besides your driver. It can be your irons, your hybrids, that's not short game related. Okay? So if you notice, I got 50% long game, I got 50% short game, but in that long game, half of it is with the driver in your hand. Okay? So, are you using that theory? Are you using the 25, 25, 25, 25%? Okay? And when you go do this, so think about it, and you can do this a couple ways. I'm not saying you go out right now to the golf course and, okay, I'm going to go I got 1 hour to practice. So I'm going to go spend 15 minutes here and 15 minutes here. That might work for you, okay? But a lot of guys, they may say, okay, I'm just going to go to the range today for a half hour. That's fine. Go to the range today for a half hour and put in 25% of your practice with the driver and 25% with the rest of your bag. And then tomorrow, go for a half hour and work on your short game. Okay? Don't lose that. If you're trying to score better, if you're trying to become a better golfer, if you want to be different, you've got to use that philosophy. You have to use that theory. Because if you don't, you're not going to be enough weight in the scoring part of the game or the part of the game that affects the scoring to affect anything at all when you try to see a difference. Okay? Now, the next one. What references, and let's just talk about this for a second. Because see guys, if you do that, you're going to be different. And I'm going to explain what I mean by that. Go watch typical golfers. Go watch the average guy out there. See how much time they spend in the putting green. See how much time they spend in the short game area. See how much time they spend practicing out of a bunker. And then watch how many are sitting in the range pounding golf balls. I mean, it's pretty obvious, isn't it? Okay. Now, let's talk about just references for 1 second. I'm just going to talk about this. When you're out there practicing, what references do you have? What do you use? So, or when you get home at night and you're saying, man, I hit that driver bad, or I didn't chip very well today, or man, I was getting all those 5-foot putts in that green. I'm just not making very many putts, or I got in the Excalibur training inside, man, I'm having difficulties with Excalibur. Where do you go for references? Where do you go? Okay? Because this is where Graves Golf is so different. And this is where we pride in being different. Okay? This is what I want you guys to do right now. Pick up your smart apparatus. Pick up your smartphone. Pick up your iPhone. Pick up whatever you got, your tablet, whatever you got. And I want you to go in the search engine right now, in the app search. Go in the app store and type Graves Golf On Demand. Type Graves Golf On Demand and hit it. And see if you have access to our Graves Golf single plane on demand app. See if you have access to it. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the ultimate reference and source for Graves Golf. I had my staff, it took a long time. There's over 10,000 hours of instruction on there. Listen to me carefully. Every webinar we've done in the past 20 years, every 10% show we've done past 20 years, every quick tip we've done, every Mo Norman video we did, guys, everything we did, and then we've got tons and tons and tons and tons of instruction in there. As you will see, there's driver courses in there. There is short game courses in there. There's putting instruction, chipping instruction, driver instruction, hybrid. There's all the instruction in there. And the beauty of that on-demand app is you can go into the search bar go in the on-demand app, and you go to search and type in. So let's say you went out and hit driver today and you weren't hitting it good. Go in there and type driver. Just go in there, type driver, and hit search on your phone or on your iPad, whatever you use. Type driver in the search in our on-demand app. Pull it up, and you will see a list of about 50 videos that'll pop up on driver instruction. And just you can start clicking those. There may be 1 to 2 minute videos up to 10, 15 minute videos on there, or video clips helping you with the driver. Go in there and work on the bunker today, and you're doing terrible at bunker. It's just fighting. You can't get out of the bunker. They're staying in the bunker. You want to play around the golf, and you're 0 for 8 getting out of the bunker, or whatever it is, okay? Go pull up our on-demand app, open it up, go in there, type bunker. There'll be 20 plus videos come to me helping you with bunker instruction, giving you drills on getting out of the bunker, giving you ways to help you get out of the bunker, getting things to look at to get out of the bunker. Guys, I cannot describe. That's where we put it. This is the storage for Graves Golf. This is where we store all our video instruction. I want you guys to understand that. So if you don't have access to on-demand, Graves Golf On Demand, it's insane. Okay, it's absolutely insane. If you search that, if you try to go in the App Store, you search that and you don't have access to it, you don't know how, email me, timg@gravesgolf.com. I'll get somebody to help you you will talk about how you get access to that, okay? It's everything. It's everything, okay? Next thing about being different, okay? Let's talk about this quickly. Your clubs have to fit you in your single plane swing. This may be where Graves Golf is some of the most different than anybody in the golf industry. And I'll tell you why. Because think about right now, what do you think right now if you say, I'm going to go get fit for a set of clubs? What are you thinking about? You're thinking right now, I'm going to go and I'll go to the golf store. I'll go down here to my pro down at the golf course. So I'll go down here to maybe a golf place that just has fittings. I mean, you can go 1,000 different places and get fit, okay? And what are they going to do when they fit you? What they're going to do is you're going to pull out your clubs, or if you don't bring clubs in there, they're going to give you a club, and they're going to start hitting. You're going to hit off a live board, and they're going to measure some speed, and they're going to do all kinds of stuff, and they're going to fit you till the swing you've got right now. It's called a dynamic fit. So the swing you walk in that door with is what they're fitting you to. Boom. That's what they're fitting you to. And they do a good job. So if you've got a big over-the-top swing, or if you maybe cast it really hard, or whatever it is, they're fitting you to that. That's what they fit you to. Okay? That's great if you're not an instruction-based company. But there's a severe problem here. We're an instruction-based company. We're assuming you're trying to be different and update, change, improve your golf swing every day. You're trying to get closer and closer and closer to the single plane model. You're trying to get closer and closer and closer to having Mo, you look like a Mo Norman in your size and your shape. You look like you got a single plane swing. It's beautiful. You're trying to get closer and closer to that. So if I fit you to today's swing and you go change it, you're going to have a huge problem. Because the second you get out there and you start getting further away from the golf ball, maybe you get a little wider stance, or maybe you get your hands a little bit higher, or maybe you get your club more in path and it's not flat or steep. All of us that you had. All of a sudden, when you make impact with that ground, that club's going to dig the heel in or dig the toe in, and most of the time it digs the heel in because clubs in the industry are just way too upright. And if it does that, it's going to feel terrible, and the ball's going to come off awful. And so instinctively, and it's not your fault, but instinctively, you don't like that change you just made. And it may be a perfect change. It might be amazing, but you won't like it because it won't go off, it won't come off well, and it'll feel terrible because the club doesn't fit you to the swing you're working towards. And that's what a static fitting is. We build a swing to you, to the swing you're working towards, that not only protects you and your body, but it allows you to make swing changes exponentially faster. And listen to me carefully. Exponentially faster. And anybody that's in the chat right now, I promise you can give you testimonials out the wazoo about this. Because we always get guys out there, they're like, oh, I'm going to try to make swing changes, and then I'm going to change my clubs. I'm going to do the changes first, then I'm going to change my clubs. And then they fight and they fight and they fight, and then they finally say, okay, I'm just going to go both feet in, and I'm going to change my clubs right now to the clubs that fit me perfect. Okay? And then all of a sudden they get back to me like, oh my God, I can't believe I made that change. I worked on it for 6 months, and it literally happened in a week because I actually had a club that worked for me. So that's huge in being different in the golf industry, is we do a static fit for you that designs a club that allows you to make swing changes faster, more efficient, to protect the body, to become a great single plane swing for you and your shape and size. Okay? So, and you guys know that. Let's go to the next one. What about being different? Tell you what, this is probably one of the biggest ones ever. And this one, I want to get some structure for you guys tonight, a little bit more. Okay? Training aids. I know there's training aids out there. Guys, if you went in the internet and type golf training aids, I'll bet there's 50,000 of them out there. That's probably an underestimate. There's probably 1 million out there. I mean, there just is. I mean, I know I get people email me every day or at least weekly saying, would you sell my training aid? Would you sell my training aid? Guys, the training aids we have, and honestly, we don't have that many. I mean, we have, I think if you add them up total, I think we have like 15. That's total, okay? The training aids we have are specifically set up for you in the single plane swing to help you get in a single plane swing. You know, the last webinar we talked about, we did a single plane position trainer. We pulled this out and we used this. We trained it with the ABT. We had, we worked with that. Okay, so you guys know we train. I want to talk about tonight the swing thing. And I'm going to bring up the swing thing here tonight because I want to talk about what this does for you. And hand on the Bible, I carry this in my bag in tournaments, before tournaments, after tournaments, when I practice, this is in my bag. And I know you guys have seen me bring my bag to golf schools. I practice that a little bit. You've seen this in my bag, okay? This is one of the few training aids that I carry all the time in my bag. Do I use all our training aids? Absolutely. But I don't carry them with me all the time. I bring them out at certain times. This one is there all the time. And I'm going to bring up the reason why and talk about training with it, okay? Because here's number one. This training aid is set up to help you not only, it doesn't work on positions, okay, because that's what these other ones do. This one helps you get the feel of the release of the club, and then you can work on those positions to make sure you're in good positions with the release of the club. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. The first thing I want you guys to do tonight is you're going to grab a club. I mean, grab a training club if you got it. I don't want you to necessarily do the swing thing yet. If you got a training club with a training grip on it, that's great. All I want you to do right now is I want you to set up, okay, in position 0, okay. If you want to go to position 1, position 2, that's great. Position 3, position 4, it's great. But I want you to go here to release. So I want you to go through to this position right here, where the club is basically fully released over, okay? And the club should be pointed, when you get to that position, I'll give you down the line view in a second, it should be pointed towards, basically down the target line. The lead arm is folded. The trail arm is extended, okay? Feet are down. Both knees are flexed towards the lead toe. And we're going to hold that position for just a few seconds. Okay? I mean, you guys, the running funny story, and you guys, I'm sure some of you guys may have heard this before, is we asked Mo Norman one time, we said, what's the most important position in the golf swing? And he said, well, that's real easy. He goes, it's right here. And he got one to this position. And he said, and he described that position like I just told you. He said, both feet down, both knees flexed towards that lead toe, hand fully released over, toe of the club back on the plane, pointed down the target line. And we asked Mo, somebody asked Mo, how'd you learn that position? And Mo said, stood like this for a day. Stood like this for a day. We all laughed and giggled, ha, 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 ha. But Mo was serious, okay? So he said, let's feel that position. So this truly is the ideal, you can call it, if you got position 4, you can call it position 5 going into position 6. But this is truly the release position. Now, I'm going to give you a 45-degree angle of this. So you go right here, there's your 45-degree angle. Right down the line, both knees flexed, both feet down, club down the line, toe released over. Now, I'm going to give you a down the line view here, okay, of this position. So we set up, okay? If you want to go position 1, it's okay. Now, I'm going to get into this position, and I'm going to hold this position. Now, if you notice, this is right down the line. It's not outside. It's not inside. It's right down the line. The toe is released over. The toe is back on, I'm see if I can get the zoom in on that a little bit, but the toe is back on the plane. So that is back on the plane line. That's where the toe, so the toe isn't just up, and obviously it's not open, it's back on the plane. So if you took the plane line, the toe's back on the plane. Okay? So I'm going to hold that position to get that feeling. Okay. So that obviously is the ideal position to get the release, to feel the release position. But there's a catch-22 there. And the catch-22 is, unless you get the club on plane, you're not going to hit that position. So just statically holding it is great, because you're going to feel what you want to feel. We can maybe call that the feeling of greatness. You're going to feel that position. But you're not going to just get there by saying, okay, I'm going to hold that position, now I'm going to swing it, and I'm going to get there. It allows you to feel what the ideal position is. But the swing thing is the best training aid to get you that feeling of the release of the club. Okay? Because of the way this is built, So what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to work through this with the swing thing. It's pretty simple, okay? You're going to put this in hand. You're going to set up, okay? I like to do about the width of a 6-iron, okay? Now, this swing, it's got a chain on there. It doesn't matter. I would get about the width of a 6-iron, but honestly, you could get a little bit wider. You're fine because you're not going to hit the ground with this ball, okay? So we're going to get a good width. We're going to get the feet in a good position, and we're just going to set up in a good position. So my lead arm's above my trail. My trail arm's got a slight flex to it. I'm relaxed. And I'm going to take, now, if you want to go position 1, okay, position 2, you can do that. Not necessary with the swing thing. I mean, you can with the swing thing. Probably won't help you as much as you're a single plane position trainer. But what I want you to do with the swing thing is we're going to just start doing some nice, slow, rhythmic swings, but we're going to start small, okay? So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to waist high, and then we're going to swing through. And we're going to go to waist high, and we're going to swing through. Now, as you do this, you're going to keep both feet on the ground, and you're going to work on getting the knees flexed towards that lead toe as the swing thing is pulling you through. And that's the beauty of the swing thing. The beauty of the swing thing is it's got the weight on the end between the chain and the ball that basically pulls the arms through. So what I don't want you to do is I don't want you going, oh, okay, with that weight. I want the feet down. I want the knees flexed, and I want you to start very, very slow and very small, waist high, and just go through. Now, I'm going to give you a little trick of the trade here. Because most people, when they first start this, they'll take the swing thing and they swing through and they still come across the shot. So I want you to take the swing thing and feel like if you're playing baseball and center field's right here, you're swinging it to right field. And I'm going to give you a down the line view on this. If you're a lefty, you're swinging to left field. If you're righty, you're swinging to right field. So you're going to take this, you're going to take it back, and you're going to swing out as hard as you can towards right field. You're going to try to swing towards right field. And the first thing you'll feel as you do that is you're going to feel more flex in that lead knee. Because now that lead knee is going to have to stabilize that position to allow this to release. Because if you try to swing to right field and you pull the leg in or you straighten the leg, the club gets coming right across. I want you to slowly try to swing this towards right field. For most of you guys, I'm going to say right field, and it's going to be truly down the line because you've never swung down the line. But this is the best you can do for the feeling towards right field. And you're going to do it small again and just waist high again. And you're going to do this again and again and again and again. And you're going to do this until eventually you can take it back slow as far as you normally take your swing back and swing through holding that position. Do it again. Swing through holding that position. And here's what you're going to feel. Because this, and then I want you to do something here. And I would prefer that you take a training grip club. It could be the Short Game Impact Trainer. It could be our training grip. It could be our Feeling of Greatness training grip club. It could be either one. A molded grip club. And I want you to go towards this right here. I want you to go to position number 6, okay? And I want you to hold that position. But as you hold that position, I want you to focus. Put 100% of your focus on your trail hand, thumb, and forefinger. So the forefinger and the thumb of the trail hand. So the right hand for righty, the left hand for lefty. I want you to 100% in this position focus on those two fingers. Okay? And feel that. In fact, close your eyes and feel what that feels like. So you're holding a static position, both feet down, both knees flexed, clubs pointing down to target line. Feel what that feels like. So you'll know a difference if it's here, not released, if it's maybe close to release or fully released. You'll feel the difference. Now, put the swing thing in your hand. Feel that pinch between that thumb and that forefinger. It's not tight, but that's your release. That's the part that releases. Now, as you swing, feel that same position as it goes through it down the line. Because here's what I'm going to bring up to you guys. That thumb and that forefinger of the trail hand, that creates the release of the club. That's what squares the club up, releases through. Okay? Now obviously the path going through allows the release properly, but that's what releases the club through. So when you sit up on this swing thing, and guys, the grip is set up to get the eye of the swing thing perfectly square. So you can set up that eye, so there's an eye on the swing thing. The grip is set up so you can put that eye dead square like an iron. Okay? Now we take it back and we release and we go through, and this pulls you through. It's impossible not, if you get this club even close to being, or the swing thing, close to being down the line, it rolls it over for you. And that's the beauty of this. It gets you to feel what the thumb and the forefinger feel like through impact. That's the beauty of the swing thing. That's what this does for you. I'm going to give you a couple down the line view here, because this is what it comes down to. Let me see if I can get this a little bit in. That's good enough. So I take it back, and I'm going to start nice and slow, and I'm going to feel like I'm throwing the right field. And I'm going to hold my knees down. My knees are going to be flexed towards the lead toe. Feet are going to stay down, going down the line. I'm going to do it again. Set up, go back slow, do it again. I'm going to go back, do it slow, do it again. And I'm going to feel like I'm trying from the top to get this to throw towards right field, or left field for lefty. And the reason for that is because that's what truly gets this hand going and releasing over through impact. Too many people, because guys, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to grab a club here, okay? And I can grab any club, okay? I'm going to grab an iron, okay? I'm going to show you guys this. When you have a club that fits you, when you have a club that cuts through the ground evenly, when you have a club that works for you, when you take and you build, this golf club is built to release basically on its own. So I can show you this, and I can show you down the line view. I'll get a little bit here. But I can show you down the line. If I take this club back and I go toe up and I'm barely holding on this club, and I go back to square, that club will release over. If I get this club on plane, that club releases over. That toe releases, it's beautiful. If I come across it, that club does not release. So what happens is, and I'll show you this, if I get the club on plane, that club releases right over like it's supposed to, okay? If I come across it, that club now, leading with the heel, now basically holds open. And so I have to manipulate or manually try to turn that club to not have it hit a huge slice or come in at an angle or come in bad positions, what most golfers do. So this club, if it fits me and it cuts to that ground evenly, will release on its own. But the only way to do that, so think about that, the only way to get this club to release on its own is, number one, got to get the club on plane or get it close to being on plane. Number two, you got to have the right hold of the club. If I have too strong of a grip or too weak of a grip, that club head's going to be working against my grip. Number three is I have to have a club that when it hits the ground, it doesn't hit the heel or hit the toe into the ground. It's got to hit the middle of the club when it hits that ground. Okay? And number four is I've got to have pressure on my grip that allows this club to release through impact. Because if I don't have the right pressure, let's say I grip it too tight with the right hand, I can hold on to it and hold on to that release, and that toe of the club won't roll over. So that's why when we created this swing thing, the number one thing we did is we put the molded grip on there. And the molded grip, what it does for you 100% is, even if you're not thinking about it, when you hold this molded grip, number one, it forces you to put the lead hand in the right position because of the flat end and the grip. But number two is, with the molded between the thumb and the forefinger of the trail hand, it forces you to put pressure on those two fingers. It requires it, the proper pressure. So the second I hold this grip, because of the way it's molded, I'm putting the proper pressure in the right parts of the hand. The last thing this does is it's just a great warm-up tool. It is a phenomenal, fantastic warm-up tool. So as you're working on this, it's warming me up because it's pulling me through to that release. Guys, I can take a club all day, and I can swing a club all day, and I can hold on to it. I could roll it over. I could sit here and I could literally do anything I want with this club. I could literally fall back with this club. I mean, guys, there's force on this club, but nothing like there is on the swing thing. Because of the way this chain, that's what they call playing the chain, there's nothing like this chain or this ball that when it comes through, it literally pulls you through. And that's the key. And that's why I'm going to reiterate this. is as you're using this, I want both feet down, both knees flexed, so you can work on that position, what it feels like to get those arms extended and arms released through impact. That's what this is all about, okay? And we finally got it back in stock. Guys, I'm going to tell you that again tonight. gravesgolf.com/swing thing, 25% off. I mean, Chris is really generous about this. He could just say they're back in stock, go for it. He feels bad about them not being in stock for a year, so guys, go in there. Members, you get 40% off. If you want the link right now, email me at timg@gravesgolf.com. I'll get you the link, and you'll get 40% off your Single Plane Academy member, guys, okay? Get in there and get this swing thing, okay? So, last thing, and we're going to have a driver giveaway tonight, okay? Last thing before we get in the driver giveaway, last thing I want to talk about tonight is a little bit, again, about being different. Okay? So, and this is the ultimate about being different. You guys think about, okay, I swing single plane, that's being different. Love it. I'm going to go put in 25, 25, 25, 25 in my game. You know, the 25%, being different. Love it. Okay? You're going to sit there and you're going to say, you know, I'm going to get some training aids so I match the model and be different. Love it. All right. You're going to sit there and say, you know, I'm going to make sure that every time I go out and practice, I have a plan. I love it. You may even go get make sure you got access to our on-demand app. I mean, that's huge. Guys, it's fascinating because every time we get a question, whether it's in the chat room or it's online or whatever it is, 100% of the time, I could take that question, take the topic in that question, like, can you explain to me a little bit more about how to get out of a bunker? Can you explain to me why I'm popping my drivers up in the air? Can you explain to me why I've lost so much distance in my driver? Can you help me with the fact that I can't, keep my right foot down at impact? Whatever it is. I could take the topic of that, put it in the search engine on our on-demand app, and there would be literally a dozen or more videos brought up that would help you with that. Do you guys all understand that? So I always know that it's like, I'm always sitting there going, I cannot believe this. It's like literally not understanding where the resource is to answer all these questions, okay? We even have gentlemen, Shane Matson even does an on-demand app to help you guys. He does things that works with you guys to help you with on-demand, okay? Guys, it's the premier tool we have in Graves Golf for instruction is our on-demand app, okay? That's being different. And why can we do that? Because we are an instruction-based company in the golf industry that teaches towards a model. We believe the closer you get to the single plane model, the better golfer you're going to be. So we're not sitting there saying, oh, he swings like that and she swings like this and he's a little different, she's a little different, I'm going to work with them all. No. We're trying to get you and your body shape and you into a singles plane swing, into a particular model, okay? And then the last thing about being different, and this is where I'll kind of end it tonight before we have a giveaway, is nothing will ever beat eyeballs on your swing. Ever. Nothing. Meaning, you can work on your own and you can get better. Some of you guys can get significantly better working on your own. But to have somebody coach you or help you and say, hey, you're doing that right. Oh, we need to do a little bit more on this. We need to do a little bit more on that. That is massive. That is the quickest way to improvement is to get eyeballs on your swing. No doubt about it. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, okay? And there's the two best ways in Graves Golf to get eyeballs on your swing, personalized to you, is either through our coaching program, which is our Single Plane Academy membership, or come see us in person in schools, or do both. If you want the ultimate, come see us in school and follow up with the coaching program, okay? And we call it the Single Plane Academy. And if you're a level 3 member or above, a level 3 or level 4, level 5 member, you get a coach. You got a coach that gets videos, reviews coming in. In fact, as I'm talking to you guys right now in this program, I have 6 coaches out there right now that are reviewing video of people that have videos that have been sent in from our students in the field. And we guys got people coming in from Australia, Canada, you name it, there's videos coming in from there. It's not just the United States, it's all over the whole world. And it's very, 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 very simple. It cannot be easier to submit and send in a video in for instruction, okay? Trust me, I'm not very computer literate compared to the younger generation, and I can do it very easy, okay? So, the ultimate being different is if you want to be, so let's say last year, and I would give you guys a challenge on this. Let's say you're a member right now. You've been a member now for a couple of years. You're like, yeah, but I just haven't sent a lot of videos in, last year, last 6 months. Get videos in. Get them in. Put on your calendar, I want to do 2 a month. Whatever it is, maybe every other Friday of the month, whatever it is, set it on your calendar. If you've never submitted videos to my coach, get in now and submit some videos. You guys will be shocked, okay, about what you can do in video submission. Shocked, okay? That's number one. Number two is if you haven't come to see us in person, try. And that's the ultimate. Guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, and I'm going to give you guys some encouragement, and I'm going to give you guys some hope. Less than 30% of golfers have ever had some type of formalized instruction. Listen to me carefully. Less than 30%. They say just under 30%. Of those 30%, 90% are ladies or juniors. So a small percentage of males actually have ever been to instruction, okay? I'm going to give you guys right now kudos. And guys, instruction counts, not just walking in person, seeing a guy in person. Send in a video. Guys, it's the ultimate instruction. Send in a video. Let us do some analysis of it. 10, 15 minutes of it and say, here's some drills to go work on that. Then send another one in a week or two and say, okay, have I improved? Have I not? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's the ultimate way to be different. If you don't have access to this, if you're interested in this, you can email me at timg@graysgolf.com. You don't have to do it. Just email me and I'll get somebody a hold of you and we can talk about it. They'll email you and we'll talk about it. You can just sit there and say, do I want to do this, do I not? Okay? That's the ultimate way for improvement. All right. So guys, I appreciate you guys being with me tonight. I appreciate everything you've done with Grays Golf and you guys help what you do for us, Grays Golf. It's wonderful. We run these programs once a month. If you're a member of the Single Plane Academy, you get 2 a month. We do a 10% show that really dives even deeper into instruction. Okay? So guys, thanks for being with us tonight. Like I said, we have a quantum driver giveaway. I don't know the winner's name because it's a few hours from when I produce this to when it's actually released. So those that get in last minute signups are still in the drawing. So you'll see a slide that comes up here that the winner of the quantum driver, and I want to congratulate her or him on the quantum driver giveaway. We'll get a hold of you and get you a driver. But guys, if you're looking for schools, you're looking for instruction, you're looking for some clubs that fit the single plane swing, you want to get any one of our training aids, you got any questions, you can always email me at timg@graysgolf.com. We'll get you taken care of. And guys, we'll see you next month.